Good evening, everyone. Thank you, Nelson, although you took your glass of wine away, which was hard for me to handle. On behalf of the advisory board of the Deming Center, welcome everyone to this wonderful celebration. And in particular, I want to congratulate Doug and Juan Ramón and thank the Ecolab and Zoetis organizations for demonstrating what great management can do. While you all are finishing noshing your salads, I wanted to tell you a couple stories about Deming and the Deming Center, and I promise it will just be a few. First on Deming, while management theory and theorists come and go, W. Edwards Deming was the real deal. Two big examples of his work demonstrate this. The first big example was Deming in post-war Japan. Called over by General George MacArthur in 1947, Deming helped Japanese executives understand the importance of great design, high quality, continuous improvement, and the role of management in driving all three in a consistent, repeated effort. In that way, Deming created the management foundation that drove GDP in Japan from 20 billion in 1950 to close to 1 trillion in 1980. Truly the real deal. The second big example was in the early 1980s industrial United States. Remember then, a pretty dismal time. High interest rates, high unemployment, high levels of social anxiety, and business leadership that in many ways lost touch with its purpose. Deming was hired by Don Peterson, the CEO of Ford, to come help turn around the business and improve significant gaps in product quality. For those of you who are around, you remember the Ford Pinto? Deming's work has been credited with helping Ford become the most profitable US car manufacturer of its time. More broadly speaking, Deming's theories were instrumental in helping hundreds of US companies become more competitive, and in doing so put the US economy and society back on its front foot. In both of these big examples, Deming institutionalized the use of key management tools, such as statistical process control, quality management. However, to pigeonhole Deming as just the quality guy misinterprets his real impact. While quality and statistics were Deming's tools, his craft was leadership and management. Deming was one of the first business leaders that connected the dots from operational excellence to winning in the marketplace to achieving enduring success with a corporation to great jobs and a healthy economy. This was Deming's grand system. And at the Deming Center, we believe that system is just as relevant today as it was then. Our mission is to make sure that this system is made modern and taught to the next generation of business leaders. So how do we do that? One, with our sponsor companies, we support innovation, learning, and best practices. In the past year, we've hosted hundreds of executives here at Columbia for forums on topics such as operational excellence in the digital age and the transformation of the retail economy. I know my company, G100, has participated in many of these events to great effect and great fun. Two, with our faculty, we sponsor cutting-edge research. In 2018 alone, we funded 10 PhD projects focused on some of the more interesting challenges in business today. And three, and most important in my mind, the Deming Center works with students. We've added to the core curriculum by creating classes in advanced analytics and publishing case studies for use at Columbia and beyond. We bring leading executives from firms like PepsiCo, Marriott, GE, Via, Ocado to visit the school through our practitioners and class series. Bringing that outside-in perspective to Columbia students is so important, and it is central to what we do. So in summary, this is the work of the Deming Center. It is important work, today more than ever. We welcome you all to join us in this mission. But back to the main event. Doug and Juan Ramón, thanks again for your wonderful leadership. Thanks for helping us celebrate what W. Edward Deming taught through your example. We are proud to have you as new members of the Deming Center family. And it is a real pleasure to invite to the podium Shelly Lazarus now, who everyone in this room knows as one of the great business leaders and great marketers of our time. We, however, at Deming Center know her as a wonderful friend and as an extraordinarily talented master of ceremonies. Shelly?
So I love emceeing the Deming Cup Awards. It's my one gig a year as an MC, so thank you, Nelson, for inviting me back year after year. The thing that makes the experience so rewarding is really the people who have won the Deming Cup in the past. They are remarkable, They are luminaries. Their friends and colleagues, you, gather here every year and deliver standing ovations. It's moving. And tonight will be no different as we honor Juan, Ramón, Alaix of Zoetis and Doug Baker of Ecolab. But tonight is also a little bit different from past Deming Cup ceremonies because, as you heard, tonight we also honor a man loved by us all, a man who was central to the whole Deming Cup movement, a man who so sadly is not here tonight, no longer with us, Sergio Marchionne. We will honor Sergio posthumously with a Lifetime Achievement Award. And it seems only right that Sam Palmisano, former CEO of IBM and the first recipient of the Deming Cup, will be bestowing that honor later this evening. So, on to the program. I am delighted to invite Kristen Peck, who's EVP and Group President of U.S. Operations for Zoetis. Did I mention that she's a Columbia Business School graduate? You're going to see 3 women on the stage tonight. We are all Columbia Business School graduates. So, indeed. But Kristen actually nominated Juan Ramón with a most moving nomination. Now, I had not met Juan Ramón until tonight, but I was certainly aware of what he accomplished as the founding leader of Zoetis. I bought the stock at the very start. Thank you, Juan Ramón. It's been a great ride. His story is so impressive. Here is Kristen to tell it. Kristen.